Oh yeah, Oga, what are you carrying?
Yeah,
Look at as you can see, this is crude oil from the Buguma Bukuma manifold. It has been on for more than 1 month. It has not been abated. Nobody, no company, no government agency has come in to stop the flow. But now we are united. The youth are united because we are going to fight for our right. We are going to fight for our right. We are supposed to be living. Some of us are fishermen. We can't fish. We can't fish in this environment. We have sore throat. We have cancer. A lot of uncertain deaths.
When you said it's from the Buguma Wellhead.
Yes.
So how long has this been on for?
It's over a month. Towards the end of November, there was a military raid. We never experienced this. We have federal government agencies like Kantita, His Royal Highness Mujahid Dokba Asari, and some other stakeholders. They said, no, we must clean our environment. We must say stop, put a stop to illegal oil, bunkering and oil activities. And I can tell you for free, I don't mind swords. We have data that oil theft and illegal refinery was at its lowest ebb. But all of a sudden, we saw a military grade helicopter shooting in this axis. Sporadically shooting at a very low altitude. Then the following morning, we noticed crude. That didn't end. On the 2nd of January, the same military grade helicopter came. If you follow me, Livingstone member on Facebook, you will see that video. I tried to do the video. I caught the video with the gunshot and everything. Came again, and now we called for a closure, a stoppage to the spillage. We never knew it would get to this stage where we will now be living with hazardous gas. I am a chemical engineer. I know what is going into the environment. I know exactly what is going into the environment.
Has there been any word from the owners of this pipeline?
None, nobody. The only word we saw was this morning when we are coming to do a close-up shot, we saw gunboats telling us to go back. Nobody can stop us. We are not animals. We know our rights. We are Nigerians. The first responsibility of the federal government of Nigeria is to protect lives and properties. If the government has failed, they failed. And we are ready to tell them. So they can't stop us. And I must say a big thank you to all of you for listening to us and coming to verify if what we are saying is true or what we are saying is a lie.
What are your traditional rulers, your elders, what have they said with regards to this?
Well, some traditional rulers were with us this morning. We have our region, we have the cluster development board, but we don't trust them. If those institutions are up and running, this thing won't persist for more than 1 week. We are talking about a month. Now the fire is 4 days old. The fire is 4 days old. Well, again, do they have constitutional power to do anything? The answer is no. The oil belongs to Nigeria. Everything here belongs to Nigeria. So why is the federal government failing? Why are they failing?
But there are allegations that some of your youth may have been involved in tampering with that pipeline.
I am telling you for free that this hasn't happened until the military invasion. The first one and the second one.
So you're accusing the military?
I am not accusing. They did it. They know it. I am not. It's not an accusation. At least I have the second video of the military invasion. So it's not an accusation. It's not an accusation. It is. They did it. They know it. They said there are camps here. Where are the camps? Close to the manifold. Can you see any camp close to the manifold? But they shot at a very low altitude, and this happened. And we called for support. We called on the federal government to at least end the spillage. They didn't. They came again the second time this year when people were jubilating happy that we have moved from 2024 to 2025. People were jubilating. They came again and shot again. And you say it's not sabotage. This is pure federal government issue. This is a pure it's a pure company issue.
So what do you guys want? What do you want? What's your demand?
What we want is the federal government to immediately stop the fire and do remedial action. We also want a thorough cleanup of the environment. We want people that have been affected by this devastation to be adequately compensated. That's what we want.
Asawe!
Hey!
Asawe!
Hey!
We
are very peaceful. In some areas, by now, they would have gone there to do hostage. No, Calabari people are very peaceful. We just want our voices to be heard. And that is why we take our time to come out and say things the way they are.
Okay, my name is Taribo Osfor. Okay, Osfor. Yeah.
So who are you?
Although I'm part of the youth body in the Iwama community, Bukuma. Yes.
They said something happened there.
About last year, December, about a month ago, there was a split in the Wellhead, in the well, close to the Wama community. So about January 1st, 2nd, a company came. We saw barge and houseboat that came, and we are not aware. So about a week ago, in my presence, I was watching the company working. They brought barge, the tugboat, and the crane to calm down the split. So before I saw that after say the company resumed work around 2, after 2 in the daytime, about 5 days ago, around after 2. Before then, the company brought a barge that we are extorting oil from the ground, but that is not the case. But what I'm saying is that when the company that came to stop the split, they were working actually. I was watching at them.
Then how did the fire start?
The fire started that when the crane was dragging something from the well. I don't know what is it called because I'm not an engineer, but the crane was dragging something from the well to bring it out. What we saw was a spark. That's how came the fire. It was a spark that causes the fire.
Okay, you were there. You saw this.
I saw it. I was an eyesore. Eyewitness. Okay, whatever. Eyewitness.
But your people were saying something about the helicopter attacking them. Did you see that?
Yeah. During that December, before the company came, before they were damaged, there was a helicopter that came on Saturday. I've forgotten the date, but if I go to I will bet on Saturday the helicopter came and shot the well. That was the damage of the split. Yes, the fire was caused by the company that was trying to put it in order.
You saw very glad contract.
Young G, go there and have my diamond.
I need to put it.
What is your name?
Go closer.
Don't go too close.
We dey beg on it. Most of my community don't
Talk.
Nothing will they see for this river again because of the oil spillage. The oil don't spoil everything. See no fish since morning. See the oil everywhere. The women were there and the people where they go prayako. They never pick prayako again because the oil don't kill all the prayako where they on top the mangrove. Everything don't spoil. We not fit eat again. No money because now this thing now would they use to survive as rivers people. Make government come help us for us all Amaya. Everything don't spoil finish because of the oil spillage. Government we dey beg on her. Make una come help us oh. Make una come help us. We dey die. We dey die. Nothing. See the oil. See am.
What's your name?
It's over here glass cutlet.
I don't spell your name.
I beg.
This time we need a city again. All our things, through joy don't spoil and finish. For us, for them, nothing they see this time I think. Nothing come out. I beg, wait for the government, make them go help us. Me, my children, and this is time and they carry children. Make them help us. Tell government, they see the kind of where we suffer. Since morning, I do here, they find us and no one come. And this one where I pick, all of them don't die. So nothing. I beg, come and tell government, make them go help us. Our children, because of this suffering, our children, they go school again. Nothing. I beg, come and help us.
Make them go help us with the time for hunger.
You don't talk your own now.
What do you want? My name is
Come. Make them.
We need a sleep because of that thing where they flow. And the thing don't spoil all our water. Our insect, they don't die finish. Nothing will they see people. Now hunger, our children, they go school. The insect one will go try pick. And yes, one will go keep and it don't die. Now hungry with them, our children, they go school. This thing now will they pick. They carry set our children go school. Also, them away with they stay, they cross. Nothing there for us. Everything don't die finish. Make government come help us. Also, them we don't finish. We don't know how this thing they take on, but if they come, they affect us. We don't die. Our children, they don't sleep.
I be fisherman. All see, you can see.
Which community is this?
Us community. If you see the river everywhere, the mangrove.
All the fish don't die.
Village don't spoil them. Crude
Tell
oil
me,
don't
tell me
spoil
your
them.
phone they flash.
If you put a net for river, no way. All the fish don't disappear. Even crab, mosquito, nothing. If you can see them, all of them are fishermen. They are different canoe. Make gonna come government, they call government, make them come help us. Already also help us financially to clean up the spill. Since about 2 weeks ago till now, everywhere don't spoil. We they call government, make gonna come clean up. No way. Every day, the spill they spread, they go other side. If you can go down now, you see other communities. Spill don't scatter everywhere. Like the river.
Which community again?
If you can go there, we are Efoko, Krakrama, Sangama, up to Abonima, Minama, Angulama, Owako, etc. We want government to come clean, immediate clean up. We now waiting with the government.
Ajo Wesley. By the special grace of God, I'm the Buguma Youth President and the chairman of all chairmen in Assato local government area, youth chairman. The reason why I'm here is very simple. Close to a month now, our environment in our area has been polluted. My concern about this pollution, this oil spill pollution that is going on, is that the response from the people that manages the facility. For 3 weeks, gas has been flaring. Fire has been on. No response. No quick response. Initially, it was just gas. After 3 weeks, close to a month, when they came trying to stop the gas, fire incident happened again. Up to now, as I'm talking to you, the fire is still on. as I'm also talking to you, Krakram again, fire is on. As we are speaking right now, Alakri, Wellhead, fire is still on. So I feel these their facilities is up to date that they will come and start putting them in good conditions. This is typically equipment failure. Some people will say it's my youth, but I am saying categorically I'm in the village. I'm there in December when this incident happened. It's typically equipment failure. Their equipment needs servicing.
Which company is that? Which facility is that?
The facility is OLM 18. OLM 18. But I will not, I don't really know whether it's Red Cross or any other company that is managing it. But as a community person, that facility is there. Buguma Wellhead is what they call it in their map. And as I'm speaking to you now, even our son that is in charge of energy is going around to check the facilities. This is typically equipment failure. And it has damaged a lot of things in our community. So we are pleading. Aquatic lives have been damaged. Even some of our boats that we are using to go to fishing and all that, if you look at it, there's no way to even use them again. Our water is being polluted. We don't have any source of livelihood. We are just water people. We are riverine people. That's why our mothers, our fathers go to fishing, go to Prewinkle, go to bush to bring animals and fishes for them to sell so that they will earn a living. Even that noise that gas is making, if you are here in the morning, early hours, our elderly women, 80-something, 70-something, they are complaining. Most of them are having pee-pee. We are pleading the government to invite the necessary agencies for JIV and all that so that they can stop this thing before we now talk of the damage. Right. That is my concern.
There is this report out there that this level of vandalism cannot just happen, that it might be the effort or the support of the community, resident that will cause. So what do you have to say in regards of those claims?
The claim they are claiming, I'm saying that those claims will not hold ground because this is typically a matter of their equipment. And in trying to come to stop the gas flaying when they came after 3 weeks, that's when the fire incident, I don't know what they did there, and the fire incident. There are a lot of casualties they are even hiding from us. We have video clips when the time comes, we will show to the whole world. Even a lot of accidents, we are even recording death. By the time we will show the world the story. So we want them to come first now. What we want, emergency response to come and stop this thing so that more harm will not be caused to the community.
Okay, just one more for me. This is an equipment failure. But we visited more than 2 or 3 different sites, and these things are happening concurrently. So are you trying to tell us that all the equipment are just malfunctioning at the same time?
Their line, if some of those things that we are talking about is more than 30, 40, 50 years. The line from here to Alakri needs to serious maintenance. So I advise that they call their team and even the response team to quench these things. We find out that it's just one particular company that is going to quench fire in all these places. So by the time, I don't know the company, but it's one set of persons. They were quenching the one at the Krakrama. They have not finished with that one. Before they will finish with one and come to other, there will be a lot of damages. They should also see how they can engage other companies that will be helping them do these kind of things. Because for 3 weeks, close to a month, nobody come around.
They are saying that the oil is spreading to communities. Like how many communities are being impacted by this oil?
I don't know. The ones I have confirmed. I have confirmed the one of Oswalama. I've confirmed the one of Jojama. I've confirmed the one of Abiama. I've confirmed Abalama, Krakrama, Minama. I've not gone to the Akukutor, that's Abunma side. But this Omekwama and Golama, the Asanator axis, there's nowhere you go to that you not see, even I have pictures, even the mangroves, you see them drying off.
As leader, what message do you have for me?
What I'm having for my people, my name is Comrade George Ajo Wesley, President General Buguma Council. What I am preaching for is for my people to remain calm, because I know in situations like this, government will come and intervene. So till then, nobody should panic. We should just be prayerful to see that government will come as soon as possible. Thank you.
This is a press conference held today, Saturday, the 18th day of January 2024, on this oil spill incident which occurred within our community for the past more than 30 days, more than 1 month. The President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, His Excellency Senator Ahmed Bola Tinubu, our dear Governor, His Excellency Similaye Fubara, GSS RS, the Governor of Rivers State, the Honorable Ministers of both Federal of Environment and Petroleum, Minister of State Petroleum, our son, the Director of Energy Security in the Office of the National Security Advisor, the River State Commissioner of Environment, and the National Oil Spill Detection and Response Agency, NOSTRA, and I will, on behalf of the committee, state this. Now, as I said, for about a month, since early December, we noticed the oil spill. Initially gradual, and over a while, we saw it spilling all around the New Calabar River, going as far as, if you know, to the right, going as far as almost getting to Abonima, past a lot of the villages in Asarito local government. To the left, gone as far as we are going, as though we are going to Cotton Channel, and then as far as near Tombia and Buguma. So you can see that over a while, it has gone in as far as the fisheries, that behind Buguma, the fisheries, we call it where we call fisheries, where they used to have the government fisheries facility. The Amayarabo Kulu, that's all part of this. And I must tell you, yes, the problem, the issue is at the NNPC Wellhead, run by NNPC OML 18 Limited. It's at the back of Bukuma, separating Buguma with the New Calabar River. Some of you, you went around and you saw it. So you can see that while it is spewing from the back of one community, which also impacted, by the way, Bukuma is also very impacted now. But the river, all the spill goes across to the community, main community, which is Buguma. So you can see all our waterfront communities are impacted, and the various towns and villages around Buguma are also impacted. Now, while we are not here to categorically say, oh, this is the cause, but you know that, we all know that three main causes could have been. Either one or all of them working together, or any of the three alone or working together. First, we are aware that over this oil production has been here here from Oloibiri in 1956, and then of course they came to our side here in the 60s. As a child here, so early before, much before the war. It's something that we know. All the activities are all around here. So some of those oil facilities and pipes are weak now. So the tendency is anything can happen. So it could be from there. It could also be from illegal bunkering, criminal illegal bunkering, which as a community, the regent has said, we detest it. We reject it. Anybody who is doing that, any of our sons doing that, should know that we as a people, we reject that criminal activity. Stop it. So that's number two. Then number three, which is very key. You know, the military, while trying to disperse these criminal activities, come with helicopter gunships and they will shoot. When they are shooting, it could hit the illegal refineries, but it's machine. Anything can happen. It can mistakenly even touch the wellhead. It can mistakenly even touch the pipes. So what we are saying is that while we are not categorically saying this is it, but let's note that it could be any of the three working singly or any of the three working together. So let's be mindful of, be informed of that. Now, the spill has affected rivers, farmlands, and aquatic systems of the environment, ranging from Buguma down the Buguma Creek, up to the Kinkiri, up to Ogajama, Kenyama, Atukama, Abiama, Otajama, and of course Bukuma, and many others. These are just the ones we are mentioning. You went to Angolama, I'm sure you saw it. So there are many, many, many Upaki. Just any island or any fishing port or community you can that is around will naturally be impacted. So that is what we are dealing with. And as the regent has said, it has also gone to Edo, which is the next town after Buguma. We're in one island. Edo and Buguma in one island. It's a smaller town, but they are also there, and their chiefs are also here. So they are also impacted, and we should be aware of that. But the summary is that the new Calabar River, the Buguma Creek, all around, and it's still moving. The more spills are on, the more they are. Soon they may even get to Abonima. Soon they may get to Ileama, which is our source where we all came out from. What are the impacts that we fear that our people could have and are right today having it? Health risk. Community members have reported skin rashes and breathing difficulties. I will tell you, on the 4th of this January this year, I and my family members took a boat, just a boat tour, just run down from our jetty down to all these places we are talking about around the new Calabar River. And we happened to get to a place and we saw fishermen washing their nets. And we interviewed, I have them on video. What did they say? At that time, they said, look, because of the spill and the pictures, the oil spill is almost as thick as this at their waterfront and in the water. So they can't catch fish. We saw dead fishes, but they said they could get prawns and shrimp, which is deep in the water. And so when they go fishing, you see them washing their oily nets. And you see oil. I'm a medical doctor for over 40 years, and I know the implication. It is not just immediate rashes. These potential cancer victims that we are seeing. They are potential cancer victims. I saw all the oil on their bodies. The boats are used. It was in fact, when I saw the thing, I said, look, Mr. Boat Driver, did you go and do bunkering? Why is oil everywhere, inside and outside the boats? And he said he did not. In fact, that was the curiosity that took us there. So you can now see that health risk is there. Economic losses. Of course, they can't catch fish, they can't go farming, they can't get periwinkles, they can't get, even the firewood we get from mangrove, they can't do that. So you can see that the economic activities in the various communities are really impacted, and their families are starving. And of course, environmental degradation that as this spill has caused. We therefore, as a community, plead with Nostra to immediately reach out to us as a community, so that together they can investigate the spill, determine its sources and responsible parties, ensure the responsible party undertake prompt remediation, or at least, even though they can't get, one thing is clear, the owner of the oil facility has a primary duty, responsibility to fix it, irresponsible of who caused it. The owner of that facility, which is OML 18 Limited, has a primary thing to tame it, stop the leakage, stop the fire, because as I said, I must add that initially started as a spill. We complained, it was social, it went on everywhere. It wasn't stopped before the fire started, fire started about a week, 2 ago. But this complaint has been over a month ago. So that the responsible party, the owner of the facility, has the responsibility to start immediate work with us, work with the spill committee, work with the communities to get into the matter, to know what to do to immediately tame the spill, the fire, and of course start remediation work. And then very, very importantly, we have a disaster on our hands. You've gone round, ladies and gentlemen of the press, you've gone round, you've seen, we have emergency on our hands. We call on the government, the local government, the state government, the federal government, through the various emergency relief agencies, NEMA, SEMA, and all that, to get immediate relief materials to the various communities. Because, as you've seen, most of them, their source of livelihood is gone. So the thing, and then medical, you need urgent medical attention as well to assuage, to give immediate relief. So please, we plead for immediate relief materials to the affected communities. And then initiate measures to prevent future occurrence in not just our community, but in any and every oil-producing community. Here, there are pictures and videos. You've seen, you've taken, you went round, but we also have. Should you need more, we will give you pictures and videos that we have. And of course, you also interviewed first people who went there, the youths and so on, who went there and saw things for themselves at that time. On behalf of first the Buguma Council of Chiefs, the region first of Kalabari, the Buguma Council of Chiefs, and my co-members of the task force or the committee to interface with agencies on this oil spill, we trust that our leaders, our fathers, the president, the state government, of course, state government, I believe that once will do something. I know that. And of course, I also believe that the local government will also quickly jump into action and see, and indeed all other agencies of government will go in and look at the immediate and then give immediate relief and then the long-term thing. Ladies and gentlemen of the press, I say thank you.
Thank you for coming. And we hope that you will be fair. And to some extent, if the president and the governor of the state do not act properly, we are finished. We are calling especially on these two dignitaries because the buck stops on their tables. Therefore, call your attention. These two dignitaries are institutions. So, we are also calling the attention of related ministries and private sectors to come to our aid. We are calling and writing to the Minister of Environment, the Honorable Minister of State Petroleum, the Director of Energy Security and Petroleum, Office of the National Security Advisor, the Honorable Commissioner of the Environment University, the Calabar Civil Safety and Security Committee. We need the ground running to save Buguma and Bukuma from imminent disaster. What we have feared the most has now happened to us. There is a major oil spill and gas spill in our area now. The worst thing is that the spill is spreading. It is spreading. It is going as far as it can, and it is continuing. The spill started about a month ago, serious gas leak. This was followed by a massive oil spill, which is continuing as I speak. The gas and the oil leak has now become a massive bonfire. What you feared most has now happened. I repeat. These incidents pose a great danger to the communities in the Calabar region. It is so serious and frightful. But this is not the time to apportion blame. As for the cause of this calamity, to dwell on what is causative factor is tantamount to the dereliction of duty. Therefore, our demand now is basically damage control, cleanup, total remediation, and restoration. We know that restoration will take some time, several years, but let it be in view. The goods that live in holiness should not be sacrificed. We urge that you send immediate relief materials to the affected communities. Let it as regent of the Calabar Kingdom, in consultation with the Buguma National Chiefs, we have formed a committee of informed citizens represented to interface with relevant agencies. so that as you inform us regarding what work you have done and we intend to do, we will be able to inform you on topics of vaccines that have become chronic. To inform you about the human disaster, to inform you about the economic problems of facing, to inform you about the environmental and aesthetic problems of facing. This way, the work of the government will be clear and will be full to the people. Repeat and to come urgently. We must mention that we will consider ourselves lucky because as we are organizing this team of Honorable President to govern this event, we saw a team from the NSA, the Director of Security and Energy. That team was on the ground with some NNPC officials to assess the damage. This is very good government. We thank the government and we wish them to continue. I will now yield the telephone to the chairman of the committee.
In the Buguma community in Buguma local government area, behind me, you see that you see a flame coming out. It's Buguma Wellhead, operated by NMPC 18. So it is as a result, the flame is as a result of bunkering activities happening around here. The president is very clear that there should be zero illegal bunkering activities in Nigeria. And the National Security Advisor is not resting. He has been working day and night to ensure that the president's directive is carried out in full. That is why he has mandated a team from the ONSA, the government security agent, and the operators to come here and for we to have on-the-spot assessment of what is happening and see how we can quickly bring normalcy to this area. Now, the operators, they've assured us that within the next few days, the flame will be put off and the area will be cleaned. So I want to assure the community that in the next few days, the flame you're seeing behind us will be put off and the community will quickly be cleaned. Having said that, we want to advise the community. They should know that their actions and inactions have consequences. That they can no longer sit down and watch these criminals to come into their community, destroy the environment, and sabotage the Nigerian economy. It's not going to be business as usual. The president is very angry. The National Security Advisor is very, very angry and is doing everything to ensure that the president's directive is carried out. So on behalf of the National Security Advisor, I want to assure the community, I want to tell them that the operators, they will do everything to ensure that the flame is being put up and the environment will also be clean. But they also have a responsibility. Their responsibility is to ensure that this does not occur again. They should know that it can never be business as usual. All hands is going to be on deck to ensure that we don't have a repeat of this incident. Thank you.
Okay, hold on, sir. We were here on Wednesday, and the natives told us that the fire had been burning up to 4 days as at that time, right? When we asked around, they accused the Air Force of having attacked pro-fire camps around here and unwittingly may have damaged the pipelines. I have reached out to the Air Force. They admitted that yes, there was a raid here, but they said they did not the cause of this damage. I would like for you to throw more light or clarify this accusation against the military.
So, when you look at the environment, what tells you that this is a den of bunkering activities? So it's not about efforts or no efforts. What is happening here is that the community allowed the criminals to come into this place to destroy the environment and to sabotage Nigerian economy. Assuming but not conceding that you said it's not the effort. What brought the efforts? It's because of the illegal activities here. So the issue is not about throwing blames. It's for we to solve the problem, to ensure that it does not repeat itself again.
When you have security, when we're talking about salt and security, these guys have the federal government's contract to secure pipelines in certain regions in the Niger Delta region of the country. If things like this happen, then what is the justification for continuing to pay them to do the work that they have been contracted to do?
Yes, Tantita Security, their contract, their scope of job does not cover oil well, just pipeline infrastructure. So even what they are doing here for us, it's like we are pushing them beyond their scope of job. Their scope of job does not cover oil well, but pipeline infrastructure. So you're seeing Tantita here is because we asked them to say, please, go out of your scope of work, help and start covering the oil well. So you cannot say that Tantita, they are not doing their job. They are doing their job. Their scope of work is just oil pipeline, not oil well. So we are only asking them to help us go beyond their scope of job to secure the oil well.
Finally, because of this situation now that you called for all hands to be on deck, is there a synergy between the state and federal government to restore hope to this community?
Yes, of course. It's not just this community as a whole. It's all around the Niger Delta. We've been working, like I told you, the National Security Advisor is not resting. He has been working day and night to ensure that there is synergy, there is a coordinated approach in addressing these stupid or these criminals. Thank you.
I want to find out from you this. I want to visit this place now, this morning. I know any moment from now we'll be leaving.
So I'm not here alone. I'm here with operators as well. So in the next, maybe in the next few days, by tomorrow or so, they are going to mobilize their contractors. They've come to do field assessment. So what they are trying to do is to put up all the equipment they need to put up the fire, and they've all put all that in place. By tomorrow, I'm sure that you will have their contractors here, and our agreement with them is that they should try as much as possible within 4 days to end this. So I'm very confident, based on the assurances from the operators and our contractor, that in the next few days, this flame will be put off. But we are not going to end here. We have other oil wells around here that they are still carrying out this illegal activity. We are going to visit it, and you see it firsthand. So it's not about blaming the efforts. It's about getting to the root cause, not the fact. The cause is that the community allowed these criminals to come into her community, destroy the environment, and sabotage the Nigerian economy. So it's not just here. We are going to visit other oil wells, and you see what is happening. But the good thing is that it will never be business as usual. The National Security Advisor is on top of this. He's been working with all the GSA and the operators to ensure that we have a coordinated approach in addressing this maintenance.
You said 2 times now, the community allowed people to come and do this. It's like you are completely whitewashing the community. Like there are no members of the community involved in that. Is that what you're trying to say?
No. When I say community, this is your community. You cannot tell me that what is happening here, you are not aware. That's the truth. And this is not just a one day or one day. It has been happening for months. So don't tell me, don't claim ignorance. You have to take responsibility. This is your community. You have to take charge of your community. You have to report to the nearest security agents or authority to say, look, this is what is happening. We all have responsibility. So we should not sit down and start throwing blames. First, we should look inward and start solving our problem from within. That is what I'm saying. Thank you so much.
Position again for the director
of what?
Inside, what was